Ah, Hallo, guten Tag. My name is Giri. Ich heißen Giri. Ich bin Friesk, und German. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm learning like level 2 German again. Going back and relearning everything because I have forgotten a lot because I have been forced to speak English. But anyway, und Friesk as well. Anyway, so I wanted to make this video here. Let me play some music. So I wanted to make this video here. This is meant to be like video number 2 for my this web application that I'm working on for encrypted chatting, for extreme encryption. Anyway, it's meant to be used with another project that I wrote and have been writing off and on for many years now, for which the Unix name is named CerberusCMS, Cerberus Content Management System. Originally, when I had written Cerberus Content Management System, I had planned on writing a very professional, secure content management system / web application framework, and it was meant to compete with other projects that were kind of doing the same thing, that were kind of similar, but mine was meant to be extremely modular. It kind of turned into a web application framework, and you know, that's what it is today. The development progress on it is very slow because I'm like the only person working on this off and on. But right now, I think there's about 25,000 lines of code or something in it. It's almost pure Post-HyperText-PreProcessor code. And, well, now I'm at the point where I can start writing custom modules for sale. And that was my original intention. And I remember a long time ago, I had gotten to a point in development where it was so good that people had begun to buy it. And people had began buying it from me. I had a little web store open, and I was selling copies of it for $100 a piece. I sold several copies of this software that I wrote, and I was starting to sell, you know, custom application module includes as well. But anyway, that was the whole idea behind the system. The whole idea was to write a very secure, very clean, very expandable web application framework, and then go and make it available for free. Make the framework available for free, and then go and sell the custom written web applications. So, like, the web applications could be like they could do anything. They could be like calendars. They could be like video games. They could be different types of games that you would install and play from the browser. They could be, you know, chat communication modules. They could do various things, pretty much anything that you want to do with it, and you could do everything from the browser. You could use your cell phone to connect to the instance and do everything from the browser or whatever. It could contain information about anything. Anyway, so I believe I'm at that point, and so this is meant to be like kind of like a development progress video on that, and as well as a encrypted chat application that I'm writing. So let's go take a look at this. So what we have here is, let's see here. I had renamed the free and open source software vendor name several times now, actually, but I kind of wanted to stick with like a cultural theme behind the naming, which is why I named it this, since I'm Friesk or Fries and a Friese. Anyway, so these, let's see, these are my, so we're gonna go into this right here. This is something I'm working on right now. I'm not sure if I want to keep the naming for this, what I've named it here. I may as well, though. I think I probably will. Now, Post-HyperText-PreProcessor is not, top-notch security, but it can be made to be top-notch security. It depends on how you write your programming code. Post-HyperText-PreProcessor is a great scripting language, as long as you, secure everything with OpenSSL. I mean, if you're using OpenSSL or like a WAMP server or a LAMP server, BAMP server, AAMP server, which would be like Apple, Apache, MySQL or MySQL, PHP, Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, Windows, Apache, MySQL, PHP, etc. Anyway, this thing can use any structured queried language database management system. Anyway, so let's take a look at this here. It's like, I'm not really sure. I mean, this web application for encrypted communications or encrypted messaging is going to be really cool. It's not all the way developed yet. I'm still kind of like brainstorming and thinking about how I want to do it. In the previous video that I made, I showed a little bit about like the design. Let's see. So let me go through some of this scripting code here, or programming code. So it's like I have an idea of how I want to do it. So okay, so first the user will interact with the web application. Let me see here. Okay, so of course, first the administrator would wget the module or download the module and then upload it, so that there are sanity checks, of course. So anyway, first the users will, I'll provide an option to create a chat room. A chat room can be created with a name that's specified by the user, and then the user can give the name of the chat room to whatever group of people that want to participate in the chat, and they will go to the URL. They could put a password on the room, or it could be a randomly generated number. Why a randomly generated number? Well, if the number is randomly generated, then it's not possible for the user or the other person to know the name of the randomly generated file that's created on the server. When it's secure deleted, well, I'll get to that. Anyway, so there will be an option for selecting different encryption algorithms, right? So we have an encryption algorithm like AES combined with Blowfish, or what have you. AES is like the government standard. There will also be an option for some custom algorithms that I'll write myself, and I'll make some videos explaining how they work. And then there will be an option for PGP. Okay, so you could use PGP to sign and encrypt the messages that are being sent from person to person on the server, okay? Of course, there will be a log, because it will be in the file that this script creates. So once that's done here, right, and they select that, okay, it's going to create a session. The session will be created, right? Okay, and two people or multiple people will be interacting on the server, on the web server, to send messages to the file, and everything in the file will be encrypted using those encryption algorithms or PGP, or maybe a combination of them. Okay, and then there will be like a little chat box here, right, where you can send emoji codes and text and pictures and videos, of course. I could also set it to sign and encrypt the images that are sent, as well as the videos, and maybe put like a cap on the size limit. Okay, and then there will be, of course, the submit or send button, right? And then here's the chat box right here, and with all the text and stuff on the screen. And this will kind of be like an include, and it will refresh every 0 seconds within like a local frame. Okay. There will be an end session option here to end the session, and it's like, well, both parties, well, either one of them can choose, either person interacting with it can choose to end the session. When the session is ended, it will secure delete the chat. Okay, so we'll use the Post-HyperText-PreProcessor function to secure delete or zero out the file that is on the disk. Okay. So I have an idea of how I'm going to do this. As you can see here, first it's going to create the specified chat file or the randomly generated chat file, and this will be from a random integer, as you can see here. Okay, and then the data that will be written is at the top is a hypertext preprocessor tag to force it to refresh every 0 seconds. Okay, and it's going to write, it's going to continually write, see fwrite right here, and fclose, fopen. So it's going to continually write the encrypted messages to the file as they type. You type it, you hit send, it sends the information to the file. It's encrypted from the script, and of course there will be sanity checks on the messaging form. The messaging form the script will strip out all different types of programming related characters, or it will convert them to entities. It will convert them to entities so that they can be converted back on the screen. That way there is no possibility for anybody to inject any type of malicious code or something like that into the file. You wouldn't be able to execute it anyway, especially if it was stripped. So here we have specify the GNU PG environment. Okay, Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. So also over here on this side, right, there will be an option to generate temporary PGP keys. PGP stands for pretty good privacy. Okay. So you could each party can each person can generate a PGP key, a public and private PGP key. Okay. And then they'll insert their PGP keys here, right, once they're generated, and they'll send the public key to the other person, okay, and then each party has their private key, and then each side doesn't know the other side's private key, okay, they only know the public key, okay. What happened to my music here? Anyway, so going back to this, so each party on the other side won't know the private key. They'll only know the public key, and it's a randomly generated public and private PGP key. Okay, and the messages are encrypted, and it secure deletes the file after the conversation is done. Okay, and if it doesn't delete, well, I could probably put a timestamp on the, I mean, timestamps will be on the messages anyway, as well as various other details, but none of this information will be kept in a database or anything. It will be kept on a local file on the server disk. This is especially useful for shared hosting, because not even the administrators of the server would be able to get into the file to see the encrypted messages. It would be impossible, okay? Anyway, so here we have in the script, it's initializing the GNU PG function here. Okay. Set GNU PG error mode, import public PGP key, add the PGP key fingerprint. Okay, so I'm still working on this. I'm working this out here about how I would like to do it. And then, of course, it'll encrypt the message using PGP key. This is set to encrypt the file right now. Anyway, I think that's about how I'd like to do it. It's a really good. It seems like a really good idea. It seems like it would be very secure. This is a really good option for people that don't want to use mainstream services like Snapchat or whatever for, you know, certain conversations, because you can. This is open source. You can look at the code. I'm writing this programming code myself. Everybody can look at it and inspect it to see how it works and verify that it's secure. So if you want to have extremely secure encrypted chat communications on any instance of CerberusCMS anywhere, you could just wget this or install it. And I'm honestly at the point where I can actually start charging money for the web application. So of course I'm going to make the web application framework, CerberusCMS, available for free. It's free. Anybody can download it and use it for free, but there will be paid modules. There will be paid versions of the modules, the web application modules that I'm writing, and these will cost maybe like $1.99, $2, $2.50, $5 or something like that, and depending on the value of the module. Anyway, so I'm gonna cut this video short now, and that's it. Have a good day, alright, everybody, thank you.